Hello everyone, my name is Twinkle from Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. This video lecture is about HMAC, DAA and CMAC. HMAC is a MAC based on the hash function, DAA is data authentication algorithm and CMAC is a cipher-based message authentication code. So we will see these three algorithms in this video lecture. So first of all we will discuss MAC based on the hash function, that is HMAC. After that, we will discuss MAC based on the block cipher. MAC based on the block cipher contain two algorithms, that is first one is data authentication algorithm and second one is cipher based message authentication code, that is CMAC. So first is MAC based on the hash function, that is HMAC. A MAC derived from the hash function is known as a HMAC. The reason for developing HMAC were that hash function incur less overhead than encryption and the code of the hash function is easily and freely available. So we have established the HMAC algorithm. So this is for HMAC structure. These are some notation for the HMAC. Here H denotes that embedded hash function which is derived using the MD5, SHA1, etc. Using these algorithms. IV is the initial value input to the hash function. M is the message input to the HMAC. YI is the ith block of message M. L is the number of block in the message M. And N is the length of the hash code produced by the embedded hash function. Here embedded hash function is used. K plus, here K is a secret key and K plus is a secret key padded with the zeros on the left side so that the result is B bits in the length. Here B is the length of the number of bits in a block. Next, iPad is 0011101110, that is 36 in hexadecimal, which is repeated B by 8 times. And OPED is 01011100, that is 5C in hexadecimal, which is repeated B by 8 times. So these are some important notation which are used in the HMAC algorithm. So this is the HMAC algorithm. So first step in the HMAC algorithm is append the zeros to the left hand of the K to create a B-bit string K plus. So here we are creating the B-bit string K plus. After that, which is XOR with the iPad. XOR the K plus with the iPad to produce the B-bit block SI. After that, append message M to SI. Here Y0, Y1, YL-1 are the number of blocks of the message M which is appended with the output of the exclusive OR operation, that is SI. After that, apply the hash function to the generated output. So here hash function is applied using the initialization vector and the output of the step number 3. Next is XOR the K plus with the OPAD to produce the B-bit block which is known as S0, and then append the hash result, that is here hash result, with the S0. And after that further apply the hash function to the generated string in the step number 6 and output the result. So here finally we are getting our HMAC algorithm output. So these are the number of steps in the HMAC algorithm. Next we will see MAC based on the block cipher. So message authentication code based on the block cipher consists of two algorithms. First one is data authentication algorithm and second one is cipher based message authentication code, which is CMAC. So first of all we will see data authentication algorithm, which is also known as DAA. The data authentication algorithm based on the DES has been one of the most widely used MAC for a number of years. The algorithm can be defined as using the cipher blockchaining mode of operation of DES with an initialization vector of 0. So this is the data authentication algorithm. In this algorithm, the data to be authenticated are grouped in the continuous block of 64 bits, that is D1, D2, Dn-1 and Dn. These all the block size of these all the blocks are 64 bits. After that, the DES encryption algorithm using the secret key of DES is applied and output is generated. output is generated of the first block, which is also of 64 bit, and then this output is given to the next block, and exclusive OR operation is applied between the output of first block and the second block, and then further DES encryption algorithm is applied, and in this way all the data to be authenticated, all the blocks of the data which need to be authenticated are encrypted, and output is final output, that is ON is generated, which is known as the data authentication code, which is the output of the data authentication algorithm. Here the data authentication code consists of either the entire block, that is ON, or the leftmost 16 to 64 bits of the ON. Now we will see the mathematical representation of DAA. So here, first of all, our first block output is O1. O1 equal to encryption between the K and D1. Next is O2. O2 equal to the encryption between the K and exclusive OR operation between the D2 and the output of the first block, that is D1. In this way, all the O1, O2, O3 output is generated, and last final output, that is ON, is generated, and we are getting our data authentication code. Here, if necessary, the final block is padded on the right with the zeros to form a 64-bit block. Here we are using the DES encryption algorithm E and a secret key, and data authentication code is calculated. Now we will see another algorithm, that is CMAC, cipher-based message authentication code. Here, cipher-based message authentication code modes of operation are deal with the AES and DDS. For AES, first let us define the operation of CMAC when the message is an integer or multiple of n of the cipher block of length m. For AES, B equal block length is 128, and for DDS, block length is 64 bit. The message is divided into the n number of blocks, that is M1, M2 and Mn. So this is the procedure in the cipher-based message authentication code. Here on first of all, the message is divided into the M1, M2 and Mn into the number of n blocks. If the message length is integer, first figure shows the message length is integer multiple of the block size, and the second figure shows the if the message length is not a integer multiple of the block size. So if the message length is not integer multiple of the block size, then the last block is padded with the 1 followed by the number of zeros. Here, as we have mentioned earlier, for AES the block size is 128 bit, and for DDS the block size is 64 bit, according to which the last block is padded if the length is not the integer multiple of the block size. And if the AES is used, then the key size is 128 bit, 192 bit or 256 bit. And for DDS, the key size is 112 bit or 168 bit. So CMAC is calculated as shown in the figure. First of all, first block is encrypted using the key of the particular algorithm, and the output is given to the next step, that is to the next block, and the output of the first block and the next block is exclusive OR, and after that encryption is applied. In this way all the blocks are encrypted, and at last we are getting our output. So this is the mathematical representation of CMAC. First, the output of first block is C1, which we are getting by encryption of the first block and the key K1, and after the C2 equal to encryption is applied between the K and the exclusive OR operation between the M2 and C1. In this way all the blocks are calculated, and at last we are getting the output of the CMAC algorithm. Here T is the message authentication code, also referred as a tag, and MSB TLAN CN indicate that the leftmost TLAN bits of the CN, that is the last output, which is considered as our output of the CMAC algorithm. So this is the different message authentication algorithm, that is HMAC, DAA and CMAC. Thank you.